Tracking another winter storm heading our way for the weekend forecast with more rain and snow on the return for California. Timing out that now ahead of the storm system. Picked up a bit of cloud cover coming in for that Friday forecast, and that made for a gorgeous sunset across the Sierra. Take a look at some of these pictures here. As you can see, plenty of snow and just the colors off there in the distance on the horizon. So a couple of shots looking just spectacular up in the Sierra. Not a lot of travel problems up there the past couple of days since we've been fairly dry. Highs today warming to right around the upper 30s to upper 40s for South Lake Tahoe and Truckee. Down the hill for the foothills, Jackson and Auburn in the 50s. And it was a warm day through the Central Valley and even towards the coast because of northwest winds. Those are dry and warming winds that kept the skies fairly clear. Highs in the upper 50s to right around the mid 50s for Modesto, Stockton, Sacramento, and Marysville. Fairfield checking in with a high today of 65 degrees. Although it was a cold start to the morning, patchy frost throughout the entire valley. I saw a lot of people scraping off their windshields this morning. 31 is where we started for Sacramento. Only at 30 for Marysville and Fairfield. At the freezing mark for Stockton and Modesto. San Francisco cold at 39 degrees. We were at 28 for Auburn, Placerville 37, and single digits for Truckee and South Lake Tahoe. Again, the winds were part of our forecast the last couple of days, and that kept us very dry and warm. Now the winds are starting to back off, so we've got a completely different type of weather element that we're going to be dealing with for our Saturday morning, and that will be the return of fog. You can see how the fog is returning mainly through the northern San Joaquin Valley, stretching northward to about Galt and Lodi, and then down through Modesto and even deeper into the San Joaquin Valley. So if you're traveling tomorrow morning, especially southbound on I-5 out of the Sacramento region, be prepared to run into patches of some fairly dense fog. We'll see patches of fog elsewhere, but it just won't be quite as widespread. Everything's starting to clear out by the noontime hour, and then we're back to mostly sunny skies. So you can see across the board here, actually a gorgeous start to our weekend outlook. In the Bay Area, highs will be warming to the mid-50s as well as for the valley, but after morning lows in the 30s. We'll see 30s for morning lows in the hills with afternoon highs in the low 50s. And then for the Sierra, we start the day off in the teens, warm to highs to right around 40. But again, dry conditions throughout the region. We've had some recent rain and snow, and that has made for some really pretty scenes throughout the Central Valley, especially on a sunny day like today. Ed Engelbert, one of our ABC 10 Weather Force members, sending in this. And what you'll notice is a lot of green grass out there. Nice to see this time of year. And equally as impressive is how much snow we're looking at in the Sierra as well. This was heavenly earlier on our Friday afternoon. Another pretty sunset view there. Weather Force at abc10.com or text us 916-321-3310 if you want to shoot us those photos. We sure love to share them with everybody. As far as our Sierra snowpack, just a little check here to see how we're doing. For the northern Sierra, we're at 90% of average. The central and southern Sierra, though, over 100% of average. That's going to give us a statewide average of 102%. Now, if we were to melt that down and get the water equivalent, that would take us to about 9 inches of water equivalent. So let's talk about rain now. Where are we since the beginning of the water year, October 1st? You can see many places from Modesto, Sacramento, Stockton, and San Francisco are anywhere from about 3.5 to roughly about 5 inches of rain. Pretty good for this time of year. And then northward, we're closer to about 7 to 10 inches of rain. But comparing that to our average for this time of year, we're down slightly in most areas from Sacramento through Modesto and over towards San Francisco. Slightly bigger deficits there along the coast, anywhere from about 2.5 to over 5 inches of rain is where we should be this time of year. It all boils down to this, though. What do we have in terms of our storage to supply us during the dry years? And we are looking really good right now. As far as our capacity, we're anywhere from about 50 to 80% of capacity on some of those bigger reservoirs throughout Northern California. And in terms of our average, we're about 95 to almost 150% of average capacity. So things are looking pretty good. And now we're going to add more to it, actually. We're dry through our Saturday forecast, but timing out how things will play out for Sunday. This is at noontime, and we'll start to see that rain moving onshore. If you are headed northbound on I-5, be prepared for travel delays because it looks very likely we'll see some snow just north of Redding around Shasta. That will start to be part of the forecast for this year a little bit later on in the afternoon. So again, lots of changing conditions in the Sierra. If you get an early start on that skiing and snowboarding on Sunday morning and head up with dry weather, it's very likely you'll be heading back with some showery weather, especially in the form of snow for the Sierra. Rain, though, for the valley. Now, this will continue to be a part of the forecast overnight, but by early Monday, we're starting to clear things out. But all of this shifts its way southward. There is a slight chance of seeing some snow showers on the Grapevine once again for Monday, and that's still iffy, but it's certainly something we'll be looking at. And as far as 395, lots of snow on that roadway as well. This isn't a big, huge storm system that's going to bring a tremendous amount of rain and snow, but it will be one of those nuisance situations that may cause some travel delays. About 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch of valley rain possible. For the foothills, about 1/10 to 1/2 an inch of rain, and then for the Sierra, about 2 to 4 inches of snow. So looking at the temperatures, because that is a big part of what we're talking about right now with those freezing conditions overnight, we'll be in the teens for the Tahoe Basin with highs close to 40. Pollock Pines, it's 49 degrees tomorrow afternoon. For Auburn, 52 for that Saturday forecast. Jackson, 53. Twain Harte at 49. 5-day forecast for the Tahoe Basin looking out towards the end of 2019, beginning of 2020. Snow will take us through our Sunday afternoon, early Monday forecast. Then we're dry for Tuesday into Wednesday, but look at those lows. We're going to be in the 20s for lows, and that means a very chilly ringing in of the new year at South Lake Tahoe. San Francisco, 53 for our Saturday afternoon high. Will be at 57 for Fairfield, but a morning low of 31 degrees. And we'll start the day off in the 30s through the northern San Joaquin Valley with patches of dense fog. Highs will warm to the mid-50s with sunny skies, and we'll see that as well pretty much widespread throughout the Central Valley. Roseville and Folsom up to 53, low 50s for Elk Grove, Vacaville, and Sacramento. Our 10-day forecast includes that chance of showers late Sunday through early Monday. But again, for the valley, we are going to be dry as we round out 2019, starting off 2020 with highs close to 60.